Okay, so this is the home that we signed the 3-year contract on that I promised you guys that I would show, and I wish I knew how to speed this video up because my husband took entirely too long. So what you're seeing right now is the dining room, and it's a nice size. It's not anything that I'm really used to because I do have a really big house in the States, but I mean, it's okay. It'll do, it's, let's just say it's okay. And like I said, my husband is really slow in the video. He was trying to make sure that the floors are shown, the walls, the crown molding or what have you, because he's a very tall guy, so usually we only see the top part of the homes. And so this area here that he's going into now is the living room, but the people in Africa would call that the sitting room. And I mean, it's okay as well, like I said, the home that I have in the States, I have a huge home, and I actually have 2 living rooms in the States, plus a den and a loft. So I have a lot of space over there. But I mean, this is okay. This will do. I'm not trying to compare or find what I have in the States because I really did not want a big house in Africa because I have a huge home. And I didn't want that anymore, stairs and all that. That's just not what I need. So this next area is the sunroom, which I happen to love and enjoy. And we would have, well, not would have, we do have tea every morning here in this area. But like I said, the video you're seeing now is the house without it being furnished, and I did promise that I would do a video after it's furnished and everything, so you could see how I decorate things. And that's if I don't forget to do that video, because my mind is short, my attention span is short, and sometimes I think I have a combination of ADD, I mean not ADD, ADHD and Asperger's, it's just a weird thing. So here's part of the front yard. And those areas we're going to turn into a nice big vegetable garden space. There is a mango tree over there. There's a mango tree, 2 guava trees, a lemon tree, an orange tree, an apple custard tree in the front yard. And then along the side of the driveway over there, which I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but you can see it a little bit, there's tomato plants over there. So that's okay too. Oh my goodness, I wish I knew how to speed this video up because this is like taking forever. Now, the things that I did not like in this sunroom area is whoever put these windows in, they did not seal them all the way around. So therefore, mosquitoes and snails and all type of things were coming in. So I just really wish that they knew how to build well-made homes where you wouldn't have these type of issues. But yes, I have been getting ate up by mosquitoes and what ever kind of insects is in Africa. I mean, I have big knots on my legs and things like that, and it's really not comfortable, and they don't have rubbing alcohol over here for me to put on them, so I just substituted with vodka. So now after my husband shows the door, but that hole you see right there is for the long wood bars to go through there all the way through to the door, the main door in what I would call the foyer area, which he's not showing that yet. That's just the door to go into the sunroom. But in Africa, they call that the veranda. So, however you want to say it. So then this door here is where those long poles go through that other side all the way into those holes you see top and the bottom and the top. They go all the way through there, and that's for security, which, I mean, my thing is this. Okay, yes, it's got some wood across the doors, but if somebody got an axe, they can still get in. Like, put a security door up there. So this is the foyer area, and then here's the hallway. It's a long hallway, and I do not like the hallway because of the length of the hallway, and I always think about, honey, what's that thing's name on oh my gosh, what's the name of the movie on Saw? Jigsaw. Yeah, Jigsaw. whenever I walk down that hall, I always think about Jigsaw. So yeah, I don't like that long hallway. So here's the first bathroom. There's not a mirror showing in this video, but a mirror was installed in there. And the doors were, well, they weren't replaced. They were just refurbished and put back in. But I did like that shower area there. And I also like the fact that it has a hot water heater to the whole house. So you turn it on and, you know, voila, you got hot water. And when I say I scrubbed those walls in here and the doors, everything, I scrubbed everything down. Everything in there, I scrubbed it down with bleach. And yes, I did have to run outside for breath because I was like, oh, I'm burning up my lungs. But, you know, I like things to be clean. So, yeah. So some other issues with this home is the screens had holes in them, and that's something that needs to be replaced. You know, screens don't cost that much money, but the homeowner, I mean, I don't know what's up with her. But anyway, so now he's about to go down the hall and go into the first bedroom to the right. The bedrooms are not as large as I had hoped for them to be compared to other homes that I had seen in that area, but they'll do, you know, like I told my daughter, you can forget about the big king size bed, girl. Just get your twin size and, you know, make it work. So hopefully she'll do that, but, you know, who knows. And I mean, if she doesn't like the space of the bedroom, then I suggest, you know, maybe she can just get her own house. She is grown. So there you go. And so these are the wardrobes that they have here. And so, which my husband didn't open the doors, but when you open the doors, there's actually drawers in there for you to put your clothing if you don't want to hang everything up. So I did like that, even though, you know, in the States we have big walk-in closets, but, you know, this will do. I'm not in the States, you know, this is Africa, so this is how they do things. And so I have to go with the flow. And, you know, that's okay too. So let's see. Hurry up, honey. Gosh, I wish I knew how to speed up this video, because a 22-minute video, I don't have the attention span for that. But, you know, I'm going to try to deal with it and talk through this as much as I can. Okay, guys? So bear with me. I'm not a tech savvy person. I'm not an IT person. I'm not any of that. Well, I used to be that, but that was many years ago. And like they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So this is what I forgot what area I was going to call that area, but I'm going to put like a little sofa there, like a little small love seat thing there in that hallway. So this is the second bedroom that he's going into, and it is an okay size as well. I'm not going to complain. It does have a wardrobe in there, and it does have the drawers. And then when you open the doors for you to put your clothes inside. So therefore, there is no need for any other furniture in your bedrooms beside just your bed and, you know, maybe a nightstand, maybe a TV, if that's something that you like. But I do like the fact that you don't have to go out and buy what we call a chest of drawers and a dresser to go in your bedroom along with your bed. You just need your bed here. And, you know, that's it. So I do like the wardrobe idea in these homes. Even though it's outdated, I still like it, okay? So, come on, husband. Get out of the room. Goodness gracious. I don't even think I can, like, even talk through this like that. It's just a very long video. So this room right here, I don't know why they call it a bedroom. That's definitely not a bedroom. That is too small for a bedroom. It's really too small for a twin size bed. So I told my husband that I was going to turn that into my meditation room. So that's what that room is going to be. I think the previous person that lived in that house, that was their study, but I don't need a study, so I want that to be my meditation room. So that's what it's going to be. Since it's small, you don't need, you know, all that space to meditate. And as far as the window, I'm going to black that window out so it'll be really dark in that room, so when I go in there, I can do what I need to do. Okay?
Now let me go into the master, and that's my teacher.
James.
Okay, so the next room here that he is about to go into, if he ever turns around and do it, is going to be what we call the master bedroom. And I really don't like the term master because, that just really makes me think of slavery and plantation. So I'm just going to call it the owner's bedroom. The person that's paying the rent or the person that's paying the mortgage, the boss. Okay, that's the owner's bedroom. Now, I did like the space in this bedroom. I did like the space because I'm going to get the, I don't know what they call those chairs here, but they're the big double type chairs that you can just lay in. So I'm going to have one of those in there. We're going to have a custom made iron king size bed in there with the canopy so we can have the mosquito net. And I already told my husband there will be no TVs in our bedroom, so that's a no-no. The TV will only be in the living room, and that's it. And we're only going to have one TV because we have like multiple TVs in our home in the States, and I'm trying to cut that out. I truly believe in less is more, and I have a lot of stuff in the States that I just don't want to duplicate here. I'm trying to do better, okay? And I really do like the drawers that's in the bathroom there because you can put your hygiene items in there, and keep them out of the way. And I like the fact that there is a counter right there behind the bathtub, or however space you want to call it, around the bathtub, where I can sit, bath oils, lotion, bubble bath, soap, whatever you need, you can just grab it, okay? So, yeah. And I did scrub this bathroom down as well. The walls, the tub, the toilet, the sink, everything. I scrubbed it down and sterilized it. And I think I'm that way because, I've always been a clean freak. If my mother was still alive, she'd tell you that every time I got even a speck of dirt on me, I'd run and take a bath. I used to take multiple baths a day. I still do it. I just do not like to be dirty. I'm just a really clean person. And now I think a lot of my OCD that I have is also contributed to the fact that I am a registered nurse. I just focus on being clean, sterile, everything has to be disinfected. So I've just always been that way. So I do a lot of scrubbing and cleaning. And then also I do have a neurological disease that causes me to be immune compromised because I'm on chemo and these DMD drugs to help keep me from relapsing. So I have to be extra clean, sterile, and disinfectant at all times because I can't fight anything off. Like a cold will do me in, so I have to be careful about who I'm around. Okay, so we're going up the hall, and then that's me. That's me. So yeah. So this is the kitchen area. I do like the size of the kitchen. It's smaller. And I really, really love that because my kitchen is huge that I have. So, and like I said, I'm trying to not purchase things that I did in my home in the States because, the bigger the room, I'm going to fill it up. And I'm trying to change, the things that I do. So I love the size of this kitchen. It is perfect. It is the perfect size. And the drawers, the cabinets, the counter space, all of that is a good perfect size. And we did end up putting a refrigerator behind that door right there, and the gas stove is on the other side over there where you saw that hole coming in for the gas tank. Now, these windows here, we never really got to open them and we're not going to get to open them because there's chickens right next door, and they're not keeping those chickens clean. It smells awful, but those are their chickens. My chickens are going to be clean, okay? I was born and raised on a farm, so I know how to take care of chickens and I know how to keep things clean. So another thing that I really like about this particular house is the fact that it has a pantry, because I love to stock up on items that I need because I try not to go out a lot because I have to keep myself isolated because of my self because of me being immune compromised. And let's just face it, COVID is real and it's running rampant. Some people don't believe in COVID, but I definitely believe in COVID, so I'm going to protect myself. So yes, I love the fact that there is a pantry there, and I also love the fact that it is a whole house hot water heater there, so you'll have hot water throughout the house, you know, the kitchen, the laundry room, and the bathroom. So I do like that.
Just pantry area.
And it is an older home, and I do like older homes as well. The only thing that I wish I had done was I wish I had brought my Chambers stove. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Chambers stove, but if you're not familiar with the Chambers stove, just go and Google a Chambers stove. My stove is a 1952 90C Chambers. It is a complete cast iron stove, so it's very good. You can cook on what they call retained heat, so therefore you save gas. You turn it on, you set your temperature, you leave it on for like 15 minutes, turn it off. It's going to cook at that temperature the rest of the day, so that's what I like about that. So this here is the laundry room, and I also do like the space in the laundry room, and I like the fact that there's the counters there, so you go ahead and fold the clothes up when you bring them in off the line. But I usually, as I take my clothes off the line, I fold them right there and put them in the basket. Now, what I do not like about this laundry area is the fact that there's no screens and there's no windows. So like I said, the chickens are next door, so this room gets really, really stinky from the chickens next door, and then snails come in there and all type of things, and I don't like that. So, but I do like the space, though. I do like the size. And then the next area that my husband is turning around to is, you could call it a porch, you could call it a patio, you can do whatever you want to do. And so yes, there will be outdoor furniture there for us to sit on and relax, you know, and just enjoy our days. And I have to admit, I love the birds, and I love when they, you know, sing and they harmonize. I really, really love it. But, you know, those chickens all day, especially the roosters, honey. It's like the roosters being competition. But, you know, I'm going to work that out. I'm going to deal with that because that's where I want it to be. Now, as far as the backyard, I'm not going to have a garden back there in the backyard because that's where my chickens are going to be. I'm going to have a chicken coop over there to the left. And this right here is going to be the patio area. I'm going to have patio furniture there, and I'm going to more than likely have someone to make me a shade cover to go over the patio. And then here is for the workers that you'd have outside to do what they do, wash their hands, what have you. And you could also use it to, you know, clean yourself up before you come inside, if that's what you choose to do. You know, it's just up to your preference, but I'm not going to use it for anything. Now, we did use it to wash the clothes because we were hand washing the clothes before we got our washer. But I told my husband, you know what? I didn't wash clothes on my hand when I was on the farm because my grandmother did that, and the other people, the other relatives did that. All I did was hang them up on the line and take them down. So we went and got us a washer. Sure did. I didn't care how much it cost. I dropped that money. So this is what they would call the servant quarters. And I don't like that name, servant quarters, because I don't want to view anyone as being my servant. So I just like to call those two rooms over here that you see the outer buildings. That's what I call them, the outer buildings. And that is an oversized double garage. And the vehicles that we have in there will be our Suburban and our car. So yeah, and oh yeah, my daughter's car. So in these outer buildings, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have the floors tiled, you know. I'm going to have the walls repainted. I'm going to have screens put in the windows and have the windows, the wood and everything in there cleaned. And I'm going to put ceiling fans in these two rooms out here because I'm going to let my daughter have these two rooms because she likes to burn sage and patchouli and all of that, and I don't like that. So yeah, this is going to be her area to do the things that she likes to do. And one of those rooms is also going to be her meditation room as well. And The next room that you see that my husband is going to be walking over to is actually the generator room. So you can put your generator in there that way, so when the power goes out, you'll still have electricity. Because let's just face it, the infrastructures in Africa is not stable, so the power does go out a lot. And if you have a refrigerator, freezer, all of that, you don't want your food to be ruined. And if it's a hot day, you surely don't want to be hot. So you know you're gonna want your AC going and your ceiling fans or what have you. So a generator is a must. A solar panel is also a must, being on the African continent. So anybody that's coming, I mean, just, get your coins together, because if you want continuous electricity, that's what you need to have: a generator, solar panels with backup batteries. And in my opinion, I think you should have both. That's just me. You should have both. Because the power does go out a lot and it stays out for hours. Some areas it stays out for days. I've experienced power outages. I was actually in a shower at an Airbnb, taking a shower, and the power went out. And when I tell you that water was cold, oh my gosh, I screamed. I don't know how. I screamed so bad, because I'm not used to having cold water, because I'm actually from what I call the dirty desert, down there on the the U.S.-Mexican border, and it gets really, really hot. It gets up to 130 degrees there, so we don't even have to have hot water heaters, because we don't even have cold water. Cold water don't exist. The hot water is even hotter, and the cold water is hot, okay? So you got hot and hotter. And then this is the inside of the garage, which my husband didn't go up and show the entire garage, because there's actually some shelves and things up there in that corner where you see the fire extinguishers, but he didn't show all of that. So that's his fault, not my fault. If I had known he was doing the video of the home, I would have directed him, but I didn't know until he brought the iPad back. So yeah. I also like the driveway space, which, it's not going to be a lot of, visitors or anything like that, because I'm a very private, isolated person. I like to stay to myself. I am a loner. I've been a loner from birth, and I'll be a loner until I die. And there's the double gates. And also over to the left there is the security room, and it has a door where you can go out, so you don't have to open the gates up. And which my husband didn't go down there and show it, but I'm actually going to also put a ceiling fan in that room, and I'm going to repaint the walls, and I'm going to put some nice thick foam cushions in the area where you sit. So if we do decide to have a security person, at least they can be comfortable. I believe in I believe in having anyone that does work for me on a long-term basis that's going to be on a property that I'm on. I believe in making them comfortable. I believe in making things for them convenient. I'm not into... let's just say I'm not into the slave mentality, okay? I treat people the way I want to be treated, and, I'm just going to treat you good. That's just all it is to it. If you work for me, you'll love working for me. Just know that. And so this is the front of the house, which I don't know why come he didn't go down further so you could get a good eye view of the front of the house. It's made a little different, but that's fine too. I don't know what plant that is, but it blooms white flowers. That's all I know. So yeah. And also, which he didn't go all the way around the perimeter of the house, but it's actually sidewalks that go all the way around the house. So you don't have to walk on the ground at all. And I like that as well. And the guy that just passed through, that's actually Ishmael. And he came with the house. You have a choice of keeping him, and I chose to keep him. And what I did tell him, I said, okay, I know you're working 6 days a week, and I only want you to come 3 days a week, and I'm going to pay you 200,000 shillings a month, because that's what he was already getting paid. So I'm going to keep his pay that way, but I'm going to reduce his work hours. That way, he'll still be making the same amount of money. He'll be working less days. So if he wants to go get a second job, on those days that he's off, he'll be able to do that to increase his income. You know, that's the type of person I am. I always believe in empowering the next person and helping the next person out if I can, because I would want someone to do that for me if I was in that situation. And then this right here are the steps that goes into the main door and also into the sunroom. I do like the steps, which I don't think my husband is going to get a good view of that, but I do like that. So then this area is where your employees would go that's working on the grounds. They have the squatter there and there's a shower, but we're going to entirely clean that up and redo that. We're going to put a regular toilet in there. We're going to, when my husband goes around to the left where the shower is, we're going to get that whole area cleaned up. We're going to put a different faucet in there and everything so it can be an actual good shower. We're also going to paint in there and have the door and the door facings. I think that's what you call it. My mind is bad. We're gonna have that sanded down and restained, and all of those dog paws or whatever you call it, that's gonna be cleaned up and repainted. And there's a sink, and so where he's going to now is over to where there's some additional storage. I don't know if I'm going to actually be using now those two areas for storage, because I feel like, you know, if a good rain come through, water can get in there, and plus, you know, it's not closed off good, so, you know, any type of insects, critters, or whatever can get in there. So I will not be using that as storage. It will stay empty because I need to see what's in there. And what we call snakes is brothers, and I don't need a brother running up on me at all. So those two storage areas will not be used at all. So, but I will, well, not will, but I did go in here and repaint all of this to make it look nice and clean, because like I said, I'm OCD, and by me having this neurological disease, like certain things, like certain sights, like things that I see and things like that really does a number on my brain. Thanks guys for watching my journey to life in Africa.